Hello, and welcome back to Few and Far Between. We are excited to bring you a brand new tale adventure in the world of Exandria. My name is Ron Murphy, Dungeon Master, and around the virtual table we have.
How do you do, fellow kids? This is Bill, and I'll be playing Orgoth Skullcrusher.
Meowdy, everyone. I'm Jaiden, and I'm playing Laphus.
What's up, y'all? I'm Jaime and I'm playing North.
Guys, I'm Mira and I'm playing Voka.
And happy Halloween!
May all your weens be hallowed.
Yay!
Yay.
That's dirty, isn't it? Okay.
I don't. Maybe I don't know.
Blessed Samhain, everyone.
May all your hours be witching. I don't know.
I don't know. Okay. I'm going to take my frog off my head. I'm wearing my over the garden wall. No, I'll just it'll fall off and it'll hit the keyboard and it'll probably stop streaming and accidents happen. My last name's Murphy. Bad things happen. So
there can only be one.
Anything we need to talk about before we dive right in?
For anybody who's hearing this and is also on our Discord, I want to encourage you to please put up pictures of your Halloween costumes.
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
we need to do
please.
that.
I'd love
yes,
to see
for
them.
sure. Yes. Well, if everyone is ready, let's begin today's episode of Few and Far Between, episode 102, What the Flumph? Last time, you have taken to the skies of Exandria, along with your crew, led by Chief Banlan Gunnery. Voka and Laphus noticed some tension between two of the crew, Arthur and Amantia, who turned out to be exes, and they were having some arguments. After flying through a storm front, however, you came across a group of halflings going by the company name of the Four Winds, who had been flying on their magic carpet and got caught in the storm, losing half of their number overboard. One of the halflings, a Private West, had a baby Flumph on a leash as a pet. The group asked you if they could accompany you to Wildbound and offered to work as part of the crew, though all of you were still suspicious, of course. Voka, who was pranking the halflings and crew by masquerading as them, caught the attention of Arthur as he was as Voka, change your name. Voka, who was pranking Voka was polymorphed into the form of Private West, and Arthur asked you on a date. Like grabbing your hand and being kind of rude and taking you to the after the ship. And soon after, you noticed a large number of angry-looking Flumph flying quickly toward you. The Flumphs are coming up to the rear of the ship, and they're like red and yellow colors, and their mouths are kind of pressed, because it's just a single line across their bodies, and they're like pressed together, like they're super serious, and their antenna eyes or eye stalks are like leaning forward as there seems to be a wind. The wind is like pushing them pretty fast. What do you do?
Motherfucker!
Yeah,
I immediately look for West.
He went back and changed. He's like leaning over the bow. He's like, "What?"
Where was Arthur at the end of last time? Was he still?
He was right by you. He was right by Voka. Voka just like tapped away as west or northwest, and then came back up as himself, and like.
The Private West, reddish brown hair halfling, grabs the baby Flumph on the leash and just books it and starting to go toward the middle of the ship to find.
No, I will pursue. I will fucking body that halfling if I have to.
The Flumps are quickly on the edge of the ship. You see Owen. He comes to the like around the other side of the aft cabin, and he just sees them. And you see the Flumps just fly. Boom! There's like about 50 of them, and they boom cover. And you see they start kind of like breathing this black stuff all over Owen, and Owen's and he starts getting retching. He's like,
Did North catch?
yeah. North is at the back where North is currently on the map. Let's go to the battle map real quick.
Yeah, I am. If I have to, I'm triple dashing.
Oh yeah. You
I want to
catch him
catch this little
easily.
motherfucker.
Yeah, he basically just kind of went along the side of the cabin, and got to the middle, and you just like, whoop, easy catch him. I mean, he's like, there's no roll needed, and he's
Just
like,
gonna
they're gonna
step
get
in front.
stinky.
Yes, they're gonna get stinky. Why did you kidnap a child?
What are you talking? I didn't kidnap. He was floating all by himself.
Well, look at that! Look at that!
Regardless, let him go now.
Just release. Why did?
Stinky is like,
I'm going to.
okay.
If he's not like taking off the leash, I'm gonna take my rapier and just slice it.
Fruit slices in half. Stinky starts like squirms and flies away. He looks very like he's bobbing back and forth, very confused, like almost like he looks a little like glowing a sickly green a little bit. What do the rest of you do?
Can I take Stinky and start running the closest possible to one of the Flumphs, like holding like Rafiki holds Simba?
Has this cloud, like, as I'm watching, is this cloud growing any closer?
It is. I mean, like few of them, like the ones that were kind of like, it's basically like somebody threw a bunch of balloons and then like there's this massive fan like blowing the balloons. So it was like one. There's some already at the edge of the ship. They breathed at an Owen, and Owen's like down for the count. Like it didn't seem to hurt him. Like he's not hurt. He's just like retching and sick and out of the thing. Orgoth, what do you do? Laphus, what do you do? Just watching it go down.
Yeah, Orgoth's gonna run to wherever the action is, probably near North with the Flumph, and protect North, and like, give him the little baby, just let it be free, fly, be free, little baby.
Yeah, you know the outtakes that they made, like of the Lion King, and you have Rafiki just like yeeting Simba?
Yeah.
That's the vibe. Well, not. It looks sickly, so I'm just gonna let it go.
Okay, he kind of floats up and is sort of like floats back down. Boop, 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 boop. He's hovering about 2 feet off the ground. Okay.
Do I
don't let the balloon hit the floor.
Suddenly, all of you feel this kind of buzz in your minds as, like, and Laphus, you know about Flumph. They're telepathic, and suddenly you said everyone on board gets this kind of like telepathic buzz of like little angry bees, almost like where is he? Where is he? Where is he?
He's right here. He's right here.
Do I see like the little baby Flumph like sink back down?
Yeah, you do.
Voka's gonna like climb down like the ladder he's on, and he's gonna like be like, give him to me.
Okay, just gonna hold aloft.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to do some healing on this guy.
Okay, I'd like you to make a medicine check. Yeah, medicine check.
Medicine check.
Yeah.
Can I help by just like, like showing the little places where
Voka,
Voka might not be seeing?
Yeah. You're rotating the
I'm rotating the rotan thingy.
14.
14. You don't know much about Flumph ecology, but he looks hungry.
Oh,
what do these things eat?
Laphus.
Is West or anyone around here right now?
Yeah. I mean, like the crew.
Everybody should be around.
Everybody's like they're hearing the panic.
He snaps his head to West and says, "What have you been feeding this thing?"
I've got these corn nuggets I've been eating, and I fed him, but they all went overboard. So
You shouldn't even feed regular livestock those things. What were you thinking?
They're yummy. I thought he would like them. I thought Stinky
Did
would
you?
like them.
So you basically took a creature. You didn't even study the creature, and you fed them whatever,
Stinky lets
not
out a little
knowing
black
if they had
fart.
a family or not.
Um,
Oh, baby.
what do these things eat?
Well, like, can we like try to connect telepathically? Like, I'm sorry, we didn't know this one had taken him from you. He seems hungry. I'm so sorry.
The mob of Flumph are like going along both sides, and they're all floating and not approaching. They're inside because everybody's on the board on the deck. Captain Gunnery, Chief Gunnery. I'm going to just call him Chief Gunnery from now on. Chief Gunnery has a crossbow, and
Stay down.
yeah, he's got it pointed to the ground. But everybody has like their weapons ready to be drawn, but haven't drawn them yet. And they look to you, North.
Stand down. We're standing down.
Okay. And they're kind of this boiling red and orange. Laphus, make a Arcana check for like monster ecology.
That would be, let's see, plus 15. That's 26.
Flumph eat mental thoughts.
So they eat mental thoughts, and she looks over at Wes. I'm assuming that it's been hungry for quite a while.
Didn't find nothing in there.
I'm
So she's
I'm sorry.
so
Yeah,
she's
sorry doesn't cut it.
she's gonna go over to the little Flumph
Mm-hmm.
and just gingerly like have it float in front of her, and she's going to close her eyes and kind of like have her mental thoughts and her
Mhm.
mental like she's just gonna think of food
Mm-hmm.
like
Oh,
and have that sent over to the little Flumph.
Okay, you're
does
actually like
she even
focusing
remember what it
thoughts on.
tastes like?
Yeah.
I mean it's a mental thought. They don't taste like anything, but she's going to try to remember what it tastes like.
Okay. You see the color kind of start to come back in the Flumph. I'm trying to think what kind of role that would be, like sending nutritional mental thoughts to somebody, but the Flumph kind of like upright a little bit, and the Flumphs on the side start kind of getting onto the ship, and you hear a voice. We have come down from high above, far above the clouds. Quickly, quickly, we are
How
being
long have you
chased.
been looking for him?
For days since the storm, we have lost him in the storm. Out to sea, we came to the lands to find him. And these are like multiple, like almost like one word is coming from one Flumph, and another word is coming from another Flumph. So it's just like, it's a little disconcerting, but the Flumphs are just bobbing, ready to just swarm all of you at the slightest sense of aggression. Um, Voka and Orgoth, what are you doing?
Voka's like still like kind of like looking at the thing and just says, "We need to draw attention to him." And Voka's going to like hover his hands over the Flumph, and he's gonna cast light on it.
Okay.
Do-do-do-do.
And
We need to get him up there.
does it look like it's eaten enough, or
It looks like it probably hasn't eaten a good meal in several days. Um, the Flumph also kind of can sustain off of like if there's a large enough cloister.
oh, it's like a filter feeder,
Yeah. If there's a large
but with
enough,
mines.
yeah, with mines, yeah, and they can kind of like take a little bit of that. It was starting to get maybe a little healthy once it got on board the ship, and there's more mines here than there was with the 4 halflings on the ship on the carpet. But the the light, and you see the Flumph start to come. Orgoth,
And as they come,
yes.
sorry, as they come, and she casts light, Laphus is going to cast Prestidigitation to kind of get like a little puff of wind underneath her hand to make it float a little
Okay.
bit higher.
It starts to fly up to the sails, and
Towards the other Flumps.
Suddenly, Arthur comes down. Where is Arthur? Arthur is
Arthur should have been like
next
he was
to.
on the side of the
on the
ship.
deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the back,
Yeah,
they were just like,
Arthur runs to Private West, and he draws his sword, and he's like, "Stay away from him! Stay away!"
What?
Arthur, what the fuck?
What's going on?
He's like scared.
Voka starts sweating.
Arthur, stand down or I'm gonna make you walk the plank.
They're gonna hurt him. Like, and
I'm gonna hurt you.
You see Private West, like he's gone down to his knees, and he's very, very scared. But as this happens, at the same time this happens, Orgoth, make a perception check. As the only one who's not really focused
No, I'm just
completely
like-
on what's happening. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like watching it. Oh, nat 20.
Okay.
Woo!
So 26.
From high above,
Very perceptive.
from out of the sun, you see these 6 griffins, red feathers, flames kind of boiling out of their beaks, start to dive toward the ship. I'd like everybody to roll initiative.
Oh shit.
Orgoth will yell out like, Griffins coming down out of the sun. Oh, we got more visitors.
Oh god. Fuck.
Fuck. Sorry.
Um,
Mine is actually good. I got a natural 20, but I wasted on an initiative roll. 22.
oh no.
Oh no.
They start circling.
Guess who else also wasted a nat 20?
Oh no.
I wasted a nat 18 for a 25.
I have a 21.
I wasted a 6.
Oh no,
or
I
a
have a
10.
22. I forgot my initiative is now 22.
Nice.
2,
Give
so.
me 2 seconds. I'm putting these. I'm gonna token copy that.
And they're just griffins. They don't have like anyone on their back.
No, they're nobody's flying them.
Okay.
But 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm missing one for some reason. Token copy paste. This guy's over here. And it looks like they're aiming for the Flumphs. And-
Oh.
So, initiative wise, north. What do you get?
25.
So nice. Laphus,
22.
22. Orgoth.
10.
And Voka.
22.
I can't believe we had. Okay. All those above 20 initiatives. North, what do you do?
Okay, so are they at level?
No,
or
they're
are
they're
they
probably
coming
up
in?
at a kind of like maybe like a 45-degree angle, but they're aiming for where the Flumphs are. It looks like they're
Okay.
like flying towards them. And I just put them out there so we can say I'm firing at this one, I'm firing at this one, but I'm not really moving them around
Is
the map
the
too much,
baby
but
Flumph within reach?
he's probably about 10, 15 feet up. Like he's been floating up a little bit. When you like pushed him. Unless that's, but there's like the you've got the mast, you've got ropes. Like it's not like it's just
Yeah,
up in the
that's not
air.
about the mast or ropes. I want like I would well, if it's like close by to a rope or something, I would like to get it like under my coat.
Okay.
So it's safe.
Okay. The Flumphs kind of start scattering, and they're starting to do the octopus kind of thing where they leave like black smokes.
Mhm.
Like they're scared. They're like leaving the black stinky
Okay.
miasma.
Is getting the baby Flumph in action?
He's high in the air.
Would it be my movement to like climb up the ropes and?
Yeah, it would be your movement to get to him. Yes.
Okay.
I was gonna
and-
say, like, I could easily just drop the Prestidigitation.
Oh, you could do that as well.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you're on Flumph task, I'm going to do something else then. I'm going to bonus action hex one of the things,
Okay.
and I am going to use my bow to. I'm gonna hex this one. He's close
That
by.
one? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to shoot an arrow at it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Roll to hit.
Not amazing, but a 17.
Hits. I mean, these
Okay.
are birds, basically. I mean, they're not
Yeah.
wearing armor, so.
And that's, I didn't have advantage, and that's not a melee attack, and there's no one in melee, so it's not a sneak attack, but it gets hex damage.
Mm-hmm.
And also, hold on, hex is another thing, if I remember correctly. I'm gonna I'm gonna give it disadvantage on strength.
Strength? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How much damage was that total? You're rolling it right now. Okay.
That's max piercing for 13 piercing and
Nice.
2 necrotic.
Okay, 15 total. Okay. Anything
And
else?
that's my turn.
Okay. Lapis.
Closest one is that one. Are they
Yes.
all like together? Or are they like
They're
completely
kind of
scattered?
they're coming in and scattering, and they're trying to get to, because the flumps are scattered along both sides of the ship, and it looks like they're trying to get to the flumps to eat them. So they're all kind of scattered like that, but they're flying around kind of in a circle. That's their general area. I'm not going to move it. I just basically put them there as I'm firing at this one. I'm firing at this one. So.
All right. I am going. I was gonna do that, but they're scattered a lot. Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. No, that's humanoids. Dang. All right. I'll just try a disintegration spell on. I'll do it on this one.
That one? Okay. Firing. Phew. Saving throw.
Yeah, Dex.
What is their dex? The dex is +2, 12.
Oh yeah. It takes a disintegration.
Okay.
And I was gonna do it at 7th level. So that is 13d6.
Okay.
4, 5, 6.
Girl.
Do I have any more here? I don't want to dig for more. I'll just do it.
When that moment, that feeling when you have to buy more dice because you're like casting 7th level disintegration spells.
Well, the funny thing is that I went into my closet and I found like my dice, my little thing of dice that have like, I think 48 d6s, and they're all mini. I'm like, I'm not gonna need that.
I sent you a bunch of, I guess, lightning dice, the D8s.
The D8s.
Yeah, you got me d8s. Let's see. So that is
Time to
6.
send Jaiden more dice.
Right.
Well, I
Nice
have the
dice
6s.
bundling.
That they're just in my closet. I'll dig them out in a little bit. Oh wow. 30, 40, 44, 5. So that's 85.
He had 59. So that is a death.
Just
It basically hits, and it's like a black, the ash and the wind just scatters the black ash.
And like as like she lets go of the prestidigitation, the little flump slowly goes into her like hand,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's how she's just gonna kind of turn the flump away from the looking at it, and she's just gonna cast it, making sure that the flump doesn't see.
baby.
Make a this is not a persuasion, but make a persuasion roll,
Okay.
because the other flumps are noticing.
It's 16.
Okay. It is Voka's turn.
I am going. Let me actually. I should probably check if I'm within range to do this in the first place. I don't think I am, but I can try. No, I am. I'm gonna try and cast banishment on this guy down here.
Okay.
Charisma save, please.
Let's
Please.
see. A -1 charisma. Oh my god. 19 -1, 18.
Are you kidding me?
Sorry.
The DC is 16. How dare you?
Silvery barbs. I'm lying. I don't have that.
How far away are they?
Uh,
By the way, Ron.
They are they're diving. So they're probably 90 feet to 60
Oh,
feet.
no.
I mean, they're definitely
Okay,
getting, yeah. I
okay,
mean, they're,
that's
they're
I
within
can only
60
use it
feet.
within.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, within 60 feet.
Yeah. They're not going for the ship currently. They are going for the flumps. So.
Okay.
Right. So if I'm measuring, I'm just trying to figure out how far they are from.
That it's about
me
60
compared-
feet in general. So, because they're
The one
they're
with
also
Voka,
flying
just-
like kind of like
Yeah. All right.
around, so it changes. So.
All right. Cool.
That's
Anything
all.
else?
That's all I can do.
Okay. The flumps, some of them fly more onto the ship and kind of start hiding up into the mast and the sails. Some of them, they start flying at the griffins and like leaving like their black smoke, and kind of like the griffins like trying to get that smell that out of there. It's kind of distracting them, making them, some of them at disadvantage to attacks. The baby Flumph, you hear it kind of like whimpering a bit. The griffins. Okay. The griffin that you attacked north
Yeah.
is actually going to land on the ship.
Yeah.
And so he comes over here and turn him around this way. And he's going
Come at me, bro.
You notice that these griffins are a little bit different than the ones you flown on before. They're lion bodies, winged birds with lion bodies, but they have red feathers throughout their fur and in their mane. And you see a little bit of like heat.
They're gonna spit a cone of fire on
And I'd like Voka, Laphus, and North to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dex save.
Aww.
Oh no, that's a natural 7. That takes
Yeah,
it to a
you kidding me?
19.
That's gonna be a 5 for me.
A 5? Laphus, what do you get?
A nat 1.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, the baby Flumph.
If you fail, it's 13. If you make it, it's 6.
Hold on, let me check.
Okay.
Let me check a thing. Does it count? Does it count? Does it count? I need to know. I need to know. Come on, where is it? Where is it? Evasion. Where are you subjecting to an effect that allows you to make a dex saving throw to take only half damage? You instead take no damage if you succeed.
There you go. Excellent. Okay. The other griffins are they start kind of attacking. The ones to the south are trying to catch up because the boat is still moving, so they're still trying to catch up. The ones that have flown to the front start kind of, they manage to get a couple of flumps in their mouths and rend and tear the flumps, and you hear kind of mental screamings like no, like anger. And some of the flumps break away from the group and fly at the flumps and trying to spray the noxious fumes on the griffins. And it is, I believe, all the way down, Orgoth's turn on a 10.
Oh, yes, we're helping the flumps, right?
No, Orgoth, we're eating them. Oh, he's alive. Good.
And this one's on the deck, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna move up, and I'm going to run up to the griffin and basically wow, grappling would be such a stupid idea. It seems
Reducing
like
the
I did
movement to
badly.
0?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'll take a swing at it first.
Okay.
Basically, he's gonna run up and just like both hands, fists interclenched, to do a strike across the face of it, which is a 20.
Oh, that definitely
2?
hits. That definitely hits. Yes.
23.
Okay.
Plus 10 now.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to do 8, 13 bludgeoning and 4 radiant.
Okay.
That first hit.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try to grapple it with my second attack.
Okay.
So it's a contested strength athletics. It can use
It
dexterity.
has
acrobatics as
disadvantage on
well.
strength because of my hex.
Well, it's using dexterity because it has a.
Oh, shit.
Actually, it does have a better dex, so it's going to roll dex. Roll strength.
Poo.
I mean, this is a good decision. Yeah, it's going to roll strength because disadvantage. It has a +4 as opposed to
Disadvantage, motherfucker.
natural 20 and a 9 + 4, 13.
Okay. I rolled a 2, but I'm plus 14, so I have a 16.
Level 13, baby. Okay. You've got that griffin. It's not going
All right,
anywhere.
so I've got it grappled. I basically come in, like, smack it, and then as its head kind of like goes down, I just grab it around the neck, and I'm like holding it down, so it's like keeping its face down and jostling it around, like, okay, it's not going anywhere.
Okay, and you hear it squawking, and the wings and feathers are going everywhere. Anything else?
That's
Orgoth.
it.
Okay.
That's my turn.
North.
Hi, baby. He's right here. Oh, he's right here.
Yep.
I'm going to take my action to swing the rapier riposte at it.
Okay.
That's natural 4, so that brings it to a 15.
Will hit. Yes, their AC is 12.
So that's a sneak attack because
Okay.
Orgoth is right there. So that's 5d6 plus 1d8 plus my other d8 from the hex. So I'm gonna. So that's 7 plus 10, 13, 16, 20, 24 piercing plus
Plus,
3 necrotic. And that's my first attack.
that's exactly how much you needed to kill it.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically just straight to the heart. And it
Just a
stops
little-
moving and collapses. Orgoth, it stops struggling.
Where's Arthur?
Arthur is over like...
Can he see it? Can
Yeah.
he see it is the question.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look over to him. Do you want to be on the end of that after I'm done?
He like holds his hands up. Sorry.
Insubordination will cost you a lot, Arthur.
I'm sorry, Captain. And you just see the chief over there, Chief Gunnery, like shaking his head. Nope. And
I am going to take the rest of my movement. And there's more towards the front and towards the back. And that's stairs, right? That's
yes. Stairs down to down below.
down. Okay.
Yes.
I think I'm just gonna move like right here and
Mm-hmm.
let them come. I don't
Okay.
want to be like too much of an easy prey to just like grab and
Yeah,
throw
yeah.
overboard.
Okay. Staying away from the edges. You notice that Chief Gunnery is he is firing his crossbow, and it's making the griffins kind of like dive out of the way. It's like he's basically like warning shots to keep them away from the Flumphs. It's like pew, and the griffin has to kind of dodge to the side, and it gets it away from the Flumph it was trying to eat.
My bonus action.
Yes.
I'm going to hold on, let me check the range. I just want to know if I can make. No, I can't make it. Nah. Poo poo. Let's just. That's gonna be my turn.
Okay. Laphus.
All right, so they're all of the griffins are fairly closer
Yeah.
than I would like them to be.
Uh-huh.
And she's going to not let go of the little flump, but like loosen her grip just a tad.
Mm-hmm.
And her eyes are gonna start going completely black. So the shimmer and the gold is like slowly starting to fade out as they turn completely black as she casts eye bite.
Oh my God. Yes.
And one of-
Delicious.
And the very first griffin that she sees, which will probably be this one over here,
Got it.
she is going to attempt to just make it fall asleep midair.
Is there a save?
Yes, there is.
What is it?
Wisdom.
Okay. That is only a 16.
Ooh, it fails.
Okay. And how long does how long does it last?
Until it takes damage or another creature uses its action to wake it up.
Oh, it's gonna hit. It falls for a while,
Yeah,
but
it's gonna fall
there's-
for a while.
yeah, it's out of combat now. It's
Terminal velocity.
yeah, it's got it's,
9.8, guys. 9.8.
He's gonna hit the water, but it's gonna be like asphalt. Just
Ooh.
I'm just gonna take him away. Okay,
splatter on top of the water before sinking.
and you keep the eye bite up, correct? So,
Yeah, yeah, for a whole minute.
Yeah. Okay. Is it concentration?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It is. Anything else, Laphus?
No. She's just gonna keep like her hand on the little guy, and she's just gonna start. She's gonna make her way a little bit over towards the side, but she's not gonna be by herself.
Yeah. Voka.
I'm going to 5th level guiding bolt the remaining one.
In the back. Okay.
Oh, there's another one up the top and another one like.
Yeah,
right
there's
in the
3
corner.
total. Yeah.
Oh, there's 3. Oh, sorry, I did not see that guy. Yeah, I'll take this one down here.
Okay.
And that is a roll to hit. So let me go ahead and mark off my spell slot before I forget. And that is +8 to hit.
Rolled it.
Shake. Please. Yes. 18 plus 8 is 26,
That definitely hits.
I think. I was right. Yes, 26.
Okay.
And that's 8d6, which I'm probably gonna roll in 2 sets because I don't have that many dice out right now.
Let's go.
2, 4, 9. 13, 16, 19. 25. 25
Okay.
radiant damage.
Okay. And he is. And the next attack against him has advantage.
Mhm.
Okay. Anything else, Voka?
Nothing I could do as a bonus action would hit here. Nah, I'm good.
Okay. Let's see. the Flumph at the front, the Flumps at the front, um, really get up in the Griffin's face, and he has to make a saving throw and fails, and he is effectively poisoned, and it's at disadvantage to his next attack. The ones at the back. Okay. Actually, let me look at the Flumph stat block real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. The ones in the back, they are attacked by griffins, and their tendrils. You see the tendrils kind of lashing out, like there's these adult Flumph are like long tendrils, and so they lash out and do acid damage. And it is continuing acid damage, so it's not a lot, but it's continuous. Okay. As griffins go, the one that you attacked with the guiding bolt, Voka, flies to, like, starts flying away from the griffins and does a flyby of one of the sails and breathes fire on it. I'd like somebody to make a saving throw for the ship.
Not it. I roll like shit.
I'll do it.
Just roll a 20-sided for me. This is a, I'm gonna say it's cloth, so it's yuck. It's the DC is gonna be high, and it is just plus 2 to
Eight-
roll.
18, so 20.
20, and 20 is what you needed. This flame kind of hits like one of the canvases side, and it starts burning a little bit, but Captain Gunnery sees it and sends somebody up to try to put up the fire to get to it. Sends up Tomta.
Arthur.
Arthur's staying right there. He's getting a talking to later. So, but let me move that guy, because he's actually up in the air, like about here now. Okay. And nobody has attacked you other than that. Orgoth.
So it's is up in the air. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Probably about 30 feet, like 20, 25 feet up. Not too
Over
high
the
off the deck. Yeah.
Okay.
25.
Well, actually, if you think about it, if you go up to the top of the poop deck, you do like 12 to 15 feet.
Haha, he said poop.
Yeah. If I run up there, I can get closer.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to try something tricky. I'm going to run up the stairs, so I'm up in the. I can get up, like up here, basically.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get pretty close to it. And okay, good. And then I'm going to throw a boomerang at it.
Okay.
So I'll start with one boomerang. That's not terrible. 22.
It has an AC of 12. You hit it.
Okay. So on hit, I'm going to expend a superiority die to do a trip attack, which lets me add the superiority die to the damage. And it needs to make a strength 16 saving throw.
Okay. 8. That's a fail.
That will not do it. So first of all, it's going to take 18 bludgeoning.
Okay.
6 radiant.
Okay.
And it
a little
it
boomerang.
falls prone. So
And
basically, the boomerang gets tangled in the wing,
okay.
like in the pinions. and
Uh-huh.
it's-
Yeah, so it's kind of like caught in the rigging.
So,
Yeah.
does it? I don't know if it's what it's near or if I'm basically what I was trying to do
Yeah.
was hit it with the boomerang and knock it to the deck.
Yeah,
But I don't
technically
know.
because it's a flying creature, you know, it is and it's far enough up. I'm going to say that it actually gets caught in the rigging, and
Okay.
it like it's basically like it slows it down enough, and it also kind of fell down where it's kind of even with the poop deck, and so it's like basically
Okay.
on one of the what's the mast and like what's the side.
So it's technically within melee if we get on the poop deck.
Yeah, basically yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's what I need to know.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
so can I get within melee of it then?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I finish my move by getting here.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will. Then I'll use my
Sidearm?
second attack
Okay.
to. I'll use my second attack to grapple it
Okay.
because I don't want it to go. Oh no, it counts as prone. Fuck that. I'm gonna attack because
Okay.
I'm doing it at advantage. 'cause
Advantage,
it's
yeah.
prone.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Take advantage of the advantage. That's a 17
That hits.
hit, which is not best, but it's okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and that's fine. Let's do that. That's 7 more bludgeoning.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna be done.
How would you like to defeat this fire griffin?
Oh, I think when I hit it, it spins the griffin. Like I come up and I just like I throw an elbow because it's got the big
Yeah.
like beaked face. And
Yeah.
I throw an elbow which has it spin and it catches in the ropes and just goes and like strangles it. Basically, it like gets wrapped up around the neck. I mean, kind of unintentionally, but it's like, oh well, that was effective.
Captain Gunnery, Chief Gunnery is like, well, that's going to be Arthur's job to get down from the rigging.
Yeah, it's basically just all caught up there, trussed up, choked out in the rigging.
Okay.
That's it.
North.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to move my hex on this guy.
Okay. Which one? I didn't see the bleep.
The one at the top.
Top. Okay.
Yeah. This one's dead. So
Yes.
it's this one.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a bunch of flumps there, would you consider that it's in melee with allies?
Yes, I would. The flumps.
Okay.
You're protecting the flumps, so
Yes.
and Laphus has proven that she is protecting the flump. So
Good.
yeah.
So I'm
you're
going
allies.
to take my longbow and make an attack.
Okay.
That's a 26 to hit.
That hits.
I get sneak attack.
Okay.
Plus I'm gonna do the hex damage right now, so that's 2 necrotic.
Okay.
Plus brain work. 9 piercing plus a sneak attack.
11 plus the sneak attack damage.
Sneak attack is 10, another 16.
11 plus 16, 26. Okay.
Yep.
It's still up.
And I'm going to move kind of center-ish.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be my turn.
Okay. Laphus.
This bitch hexed at the top. Again, strength.
Well, it will need to do another wisdom save because that one is also going to get
The
cast
one
of
that
eye bite.
one at North attacked. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 6 minus plus 1 7.
All right, that one also falls asleep.
Okay. There's some poor fisherman boat down below. It's like,
You won't believe what I caught.
There's some dudes on a boat. It's just like, why is it getting so dark out? Oh.
Marge, chicken for dinner. Okay.
Well, technically, yeah. Laphus looks at like the two dead on the top of the deck and just goes, "Well, at least you guys will have fresh meat, right?"
True.
I don't eat meat.
Well, some people will have fresh meat.
Yeah.
Arthur's eating
and you could do
gruel for the
something with
next 2
your-
weeks. So.
And you could do something cool with like their feathers, North, right?
Yes.
And the last one, let's see, whose turn is it? Lapis, anything else?
She's actually going to look at one of them and just goes, "Wait, hold on to one of them for me." It'd be cool to have a It'd be cool to have a griffin as a pet, right?
Can I get some feathers? Well, there's gonna be enough feathers on the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
You-
two.
you-
There's two on the ship. Two corpses on the ship. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about like a full-on like little mantle to put like on one side of a cape.
Oh yeah, that'd be enough feathers for on one.
Voka, your turn.
I know I'm gonna sound like a broken record here.
Put another guiding bolt.
Another guiding bolt.
Okay.
I'm gonna step off to the side so I can actually see him,
Mm-hmm.
and then bam. Well, I'm gonna try.
It's like that one LARPing thing. It's just like lightning bolt,
Lightning
bolt,
bolt,
but instead
lightning
it's guiding bolt, guiding bolt.
22. Does a 22 hit?
It's a good first level, y'all.
22
It
does hit,
is.
yeah. I mean,
Sweet. I'm casting this at 5th level, by the way.
Voka probably like uses like throwing water balloons as some sort of like
It's like this it's actually more of like this like sparkling energy. He's like snapping from his fingers.
Pew.
Like it's like sparklers. Take.
Okay.
That'll be 10, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I'm rolling much better this time. 22, 23, 26, 20, 30,
Nice.
35.
Nice.
Not radiant. Add directly into this guy's
Okay.
face.
Anything else, Voka?
No.
Okay. The Flumps basically start because the rest of them are gone, and they start kind of piling toward the back of the float toward the back of the boat, and the Griffin, seeing what's happening, turns and twists and beats its wings to try to get the Flumps away from it, and it starts flying into the air, and some of the Flumps follow for a few minutes, and then as the Griffin flies away, and we're out of combat. Yay!
Lapis is gonna wait until the flumps go away to cast Raise Dead on one of the flumps. But for now, she'll leave it. She'll
Okay.
leave it.
Okay. God, it's funny. Chief Gunray comes over to Arthur and is like, "What have you been doing?" And also goes over to Private West, and it's like,
Yeah, you got two hands, Gunnery.
yeah, picks him up. Sergeant Northwest, meet me in my office downstairs. And for the next 15 minutes, you just hear him bitching the two of them out. We're like,
Berating them.
yeah, just up one side, down the other.
Oh, he's doing our job. I love that. Wait until we come in.
After 15 minutes. And the Flumps come over while they're downstairs being yelled at. And they're very close. The Nintendo's almost like reaching out to you. Do you let them touch you?
I mean, she's not gonna fight it. She will like prestidigitation like, a little bit more wind so the little baby flump can get to
Yeah.
the family.
Two of the Flumps kind of reach over and take tentacles around as you were protecting the Flumph, the baby Flumph, like you could definitely see a brightness to them, pink, like happy colors, and like that mental energy is reinvigorated the baby, and you hear voices in all of your heads. Thank you for saving our child.
We're sorry you had to
The storm
come all this
separated.
way.
The storm separated the cloister. By the time we found everyone, one was missing, the youngest.
Sorry we harbored criminals. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong voice. Sorry we harbored criminals.
They'll be punished accordingly.
Let your justice be swift.
Oh, don't worry about that.
And the baby goes up to Laphus and kind of like does a tentacle across the face. And you feel a little sting where it's acid, like just kind of forming on its baby tentacles. Little 1 point of damage, and then it flies away. And the Flumphs slowly leave and float slowly up into the clouds, the sun reflecting off of their translucent bodies. Chief Gunnery comes up the ladder, opens a trapdoor hatch, and it's like, "Do you want a piece of these people? Want a piece of these guys?"
Yes. Have you left anything?
Oh, they'll be sore for a week.
Which griffin looks the least fucked up?
How did they die? The one.
There's one that's
Probably the
stuck
one
in
that
the
got-
rigging, and the other
that's
one's
the
just on
least
the
messed
deck.
up one.
Yeah, I think the
'Cause
one
you,
stuck
you
in.
stabbed one in the heart, right?
Yeah,
North
one got
kill-
stabbed in the
Yeah.
heart.
Yeah.
One was a very clean kill.
Yeah, and yeah, there were several blows to the one that's in the rigging.
All right, then I'll
Yeah.
bring up the one that North stabbed in the front.
Okay, and it kind of like bones knitting kind of together, feathers falling. You see like bare patches of skin as the feathers start molting off of this dead griffin. It stretches its wings.
Gather the feather, gather the feathers, gather
And
the
then
feathers.
Then it bows its head low to Laphus.
Yeah. How about we make this for the moment, like just be on like the front and be the, instead of
Masthead?
like a side. Yeah.
It's gonna be the freaking mermaid at the front.
Yeah, it's just gonna be at the very edge and just like hold on, at least until we get to the next area.
And when we get to port, it just squawks at people.
I mean, I can do that so long as the it still has its vocal cords.
It'd just be funny, like you got like an unassuming deckhand or something walking by and just
That would be entirely disturbing. I think we should do that.
And she looks over at the griffin and just goes, "Well, go on."
And the griffin flies awkwardly to the front. It kind of like goes up, lands on the 4 observation deck, launches again. It has a hard time flying because it's damaged, but then it lands on the prow, crawls out onto it, like lodges his claws into its tail along the back, and just freezes into place.
Rigor mortis will set in. It'll be fine.
Oh my god. Oh, the one that's in the rigging is gonna just it can wait. I mean, it's not gonna go anywhere.
I mean, if you want to use it for anything, you should probably get it down soon. We don't want it rotting up there.
I mean, we
Should.
can just go tear someone a new one and come back. Like, I don't think 15
That's
minutes is gonna
true.
make any
Mhm.
difference.
So are we
Owen,
throwing them
you got the
over?
wheel.
Owen's like, I'm good. Like you
So
actually
we
see
throw-
a couple of like he's like there's a throw. He grabbed a bucket and he's barfed in it a couple of times from the black
Oh.
ichor from the Flumph. But
Just tears running out in its face.
yeah, like cutting onions. Like, this is worse. We're safe though.
Is there anybody else on the deck of the crew? Or are they all downstairs getting yelled at?
They're all downstairs getting yelled at, basically.
Okay.
I mean, isn't there just two people
Yeah,
getting yelled
yeah,
at?
it's just two people.
Yeah,
Getting
two
yelled at.
people. North and the halflings are downstairs. They fled. Owen's on deck. Amantia is down.
Is Tomta also the cook? Do I have
Tomta
that
is
correct?
also the cook. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna yell at. Hey, Tomta, can you get like some cleavers and your cutting knives? Because we should get that one down. He points at
Tomta
the
comes
griffin.
up, like goes to a nearby cabinet, pulls out this. You know, like chefs have like the knife bag that's like specially.
Yeah.
It's like this huge, like several, like
Rolls it out.
rolls up, and pulls out a cleaver.
All right. Yeah.
Just
he's
careful
like,
with the feathers and with the talons and
Yeah, like you should bring maybe the whole kit because I'm gonna get that down and then we're gonna part it out.
He nods and says, "I've got a tarp. We can do it on the tarp. Toss the tarp overboard into the sea. After the mess, we got this."
pollution.
Okay.
Littering.
What? You don't want a bloody tarp on board?
You can wash it.
We can just let it
Reduce,
fly
reuse,
behind as a sign to our enemies.
reduce, reuse, recycle. Come on.
He's like, "We have mages on board. I guess you could just a preja whatever to it."
Mm.
We'll figure it out. Look, we gotta start by taking it apart.
Okay, you get it down, and he like starts like spreading out the tarp and north.
Yeah, basically I want to salvage, or harvest, however you want to think about it. I'm putting on my Monster Hunter hat.
Yeah.
So all the feathers, right? We've got the beak that we can get off of that.
The talons, the paws.
The talons,
A
right?
plate.
There's.
I would recommend just like one leg that keeps the talons. I'm sure there's like a witch that wants that.
Yeah.
Right. Well, there's two, right? So we got to like do both those, and I'll just ask, like, hey, Voka, Laphus, is there like parts of this that are good for spells? Should we be like getting out some kind of like sac or gland or
They
something?
spat fire. They gotta have some glands or something.
Laphus, make a monster ecology arcana roll.
Woo. And that would be, what is it, 15? That was a 30. Hold on. 32.
More than 30.
Girl?
Yeah. You believe that usually fire-breathing creatures have like a gland that produces the fire, and sometimes it can be used for fire-breathing potions, or sometimes it's used for in a manner similar to like alchemist oil, where it's where you put in a potion where it'll throw and catch fire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you can carefully dissect that, the sac, we could probably make a couple of fire-breathing potions if we find someone who.
Or just sell those to
Yeah, we could sell
someone
them.
who can.
With
yeah.
a 32, you've heard
Mhm.
stories, Lapis, of people who have tried to, I don't know what it's called, like cleaning, like basically getting all the meat. They've tried to fillet it, and they've
Like
accidentally
field dress and all
yeah,
that.
field dress, yeah, and they've accidentally nicked the gland, and depending on the size of the creature, and these are pretty big creatures, it can cause a fiery explosion if you're not careful.
I'm just gonna sit here and watch you guys and ensure that you don't hit the gland on accident and cause a giant explosion. So
Do be careful.
Chief Gunnery says,
and-
"No fire, no fire. I hate fire."
And
Do
not
you know like about where that is? Is it like up in the gullet or
Neck.
down in the
Yeah.
chest or?
yeah,
Right.
it would be like right in the chest, right past its neck.
Okay, so I'll suggest that when we get to that part, we're gonna do it last. It's like our final thing. And I kind of leave it to Tomta to like figure out how to get the meat off of this, right? It's
Yeah.
like we've hunted.
It's got some
hunted
dark meat,
creatures.
some light meat.
Nature roll
That's
for
right.
Tomta, yeah.
And there's
Uh,
some bones that can be harvested at some point. Like not all meat has to stay on the bone.
Right, yeah.
Oh,
Like
you
we're
can
gonna
make some
basically,
marrow. You can make some bone marrow soup.
I've
yeah. I don't know how competent of a cook he is, but you know.
he's pretty decent. This is probably the most.
And we
Like-
have cookbooks.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Laphus made sure there were a lot of books. Right, you made sure there was a lot of books on board, right?
Yeah, there were a variety of books, and I forgot to say this, but there's also like a couple of there's Scrabble board games in there, because it's gonna be weeks. You got to do something with your mind. They also have crossword puzzles, things like coloring books, just in case somebody wants to. But it's like those ones where it's like in patterns and whatnot.
Frickin' mandalas. Yeah.
Couple of Lisa Franks in there though.
Adult coloring books. Yes. Okay. Tomta.
Oh, Mad Libs as well.
Tomta gets his knives out and he's like, "I've always been curious whether griffins have a wishbone or not. Let's find out." And he gets to work.
Find out.
Yeah.
Okay. And then at the very end, after we've like parted everything out, got the bones, see if there's a wishbone, everything.
Yeah.
The last thing I'm gonna have us tackle is the fire sack. And I'm gonna say like, oh, we should not try to get like super close and really clean, like just like carve out the area that it's in, and then we can, like, I don't want to get too close to it if it could blow up, but basically, you know, it's okay if it's got some meat and bone and stuff around it, because we just want to be able to wrap it up and store
And
it someplace.
he works for a little bit. He gets all of that done. And I just rolled for him a second ago. And
Right.
he's like,
and I'll help however I can help.
yeah.
So
He's like, "Orgoth, hold this back, like this tissue back."
okay, when he's gonna go and do the last, like he's gonna go in and like do that thing on it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say, Tomta, I fully believe in your abilities as a cook and as someone who can field dressed. I'm gonna give him bardic inspiration.
Okay. So what is
I
that?
want him to have a plus to his roll, so he gets an extra 1d6.
If
Uh-huh.
if I may, Voka's
I
gonna
did.
pick up one of the feathers, and I'm going to cast at 4th level enhance ability.
My God. Okay.
And that would be like a dexterity check, right?
It's just a spell, right? Well, this is a
Well, no, yeah.
for him. It's
yeah.
a skill check. It's a skill check,
Of like what type though?
like nature, basically.
Nature is whiz.
Yeah,
Wisdom.
so I'm
Intel,
yeah,
intel.
intel. Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm gonna give him Fox's cunning. So
Nice.
on any intelligent check, he gets advantage.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna roll again then. Okay.
Advantage, and he gets a 1d6.
Okay. So 17 plus 3, dirty 20, bardic inspiration 5, 25.
Wait, 20, 30, 25. Oh my god.
Yeah. So he's like, "Orgoth, hold this back." And he just takes a cleaver and he just comes down. It just like misses your hands by about this much, but it's like whack. And it's just like the tissue goes, opens up, and there's the gland like glowing. And he takes this cloth and kind of wraps it around it. "Who wants it?"
And Orgoth's like, oh yeah, okay. Oh, wait, hold it right there. And Orgoth's gonna like reach in,
His eyes get big.
right? Like, just hold it. Orgoth reaches in, puts his hole down,
Okay.
reaches in, pulls out his chest that
Okay.
he has in there,
Okay.
opens it up. He's like, okay, carefully put it in here.
Carefully puts it in there.
Right.
He just drops it in the
So,
hole like. Okay. No.
Then I'll close the chest and then like put the chest in the hole.
Yeah.
And then
Orgoth's hold he's fumigating every year or so.
yeah, sometimes you just got to open up your hole and air it out.
You gotta sun it, some people think.
Dank and musty in there. And I was gonna bleach it one time to really clean it out, but I think it's okay.
Taint tanning.
Oh my god.
PSA, never actually show the sun your hole.
No.
There's a reason why it needs to stay in between something to stay dark. It's actually bad.
Taint tanning.
Ow. That sounds painful.
That's something some people did because quote unquote benefits.
There are no benefits. There's
There's
a
none.
reason why.
North, do you
Oh,
the talking
does
to-
anyone want to come and tear someone a new one down there?
Oh, I would love to watch.
Hello, yes.
Amenthea is like, you go downstairs and Arthur and Private West are sitting there on a bench, looking very dejected and red-faced, and Private West actually has like tracks where he's been crying. The Amenthea is kind of like on the opposite side, because if you look at the I've already moved you off the map. Give me a second. The crew quarters is like an area right off of the crew quarters on that crew level. Let me move you back there real quick. And there's like a little hold area, and they're sitting in the hold, and Amantheus is kind of at the end of the hallway watching. And they're all yours, Chief Gunnery says.
Hey, girl, how you doing?
And they're like, look at you. Captain?
So, we got a kidnapper and an absolute imbecile.
They look at each other like, who's who? Like, the...
What the fuck, Arthur? Who's who?
What? No. Actually, Arthur, like, bows his head, embarrassed. Private West actually speaks up and says, he was just floating by himself. He was like a baby bird. I was trying to
Keep him like a pet, malnourishing him.
I was feeding
They're
him.
sentient creatures.
Corn chips don't count, and you had a leash on the thing.
Well, he was going to float away. He wouldn't
Back
stay still.
home, probably.
I'm sorry.
Would you like if someone took your child, put a leash on them, and then malnourished them, took them away? The blood of your blood.
Sergeant Northwest says, speak up. And Private West says, no. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking. He was just so cute.
There's a lot of things that are cute. Is that a reason to take them away from their family?
I thought he was an orphan. I almost said, like me. No, he's not.
He was trying to float away from you a bunch of times?
I mean, when I first got him, I would put him on the chest that we all sat around on the flying carpet, and he would like be there for a little bit. He was so weak when we first found him, and then he would like kind of start lifting up, and then I held him down a little bit. It's not hold him
You
down.
held him down. You held the child down.
No, I just kept him from floating away. So he was just going to be lost, and something was going to hurt him and kill him. I wanted to keep him safe.
I understand that you had noble ideas. However, this doesn't change the fact. I am not the boss of your company, so I will defer to... Sir?
Food.
Amazon, hi.
Sergeant Northwest says, I would busts you down to private, but you're already down there. And this is not the first time that you've made mistakes. Captain, Sergeant says, if there's anything, any punishment you wish to, this is your ship. This happened on your ship.
This happened on my ship, but this started on your carpet.
True. What do you think the punishment should be then?
You deserve to stay here, Private West.
I'll do anything to make up for it. I'm sorry.
I will have to confer with my compatriots because as captain of this ship still belongs to the Favoured Few. So a decision will be reached by the team.
Like Voka's like head snaps and at north and like looks back to west and is like, what?
Yes. I'm not taking the decision by myself.
You see Chief Gunnery take the plank and put it back onto its rack in the hold.
You know, Gunnery, this is why I miss the sea so much. We used to have it like that little thing called keel hauling. I'm sure you're familiar.
Oh yes, very familiar. Yes.
Doesn't work well on a skyship.
No, it does not.
As I look Arthur like dead in the eyes.
Though there is, there's no barnacles on a ship, but the outside of the ship does need cleaning. And that means tying a rope to someone, dangling them over the edge where they have to scrub as hard as they can.
Fend for their life. Yes, Voka.
I mean, don't you know the wild sky barnacle? They fly around and attach to random ships. Quite a thing they are. Read about them in a book once.
Make a deception
Make
roll.
a nature check.
Yeah. Deception roll.
Well, this is like a nature check for North to see if this is a real thing. A deception check to make the scare
I'm
the shit
bullshitting.
out of these people. So
I did really well on that. That's gonna be a 23.
they are fucking scared. They're like,
My
Oh.
nature check is a 17. So does that exist or not?
no, not really. There are no.
I mean,
Almost
there's gonna be some like sky parasites or something.
Yeah, but they're
I-
not like
yeah.
that. Yeah, they
No,
don't like
he's-
create a crust. Oh goodness.
Yeah, Voka like is like sitting there and he's like, yeah, while you're dangling off the side of the ship, do take care not get hit in the head by one. Keep your head on a swivel. He gives him like a tough pat on the back.
No. Do they bite?
Oh yes. They have a bite force of like what 4,000 pounds.
That
Once they latch on, they never come off.
Captain Gunner.
Will they
Sorry.
like take the limb? Like if you're trying to pull them off, like they're gonna clench so hard that they're gonna take the limb instead.
Absolutely.
Chief Gunnery says, no, unless they start burrowing into your skin first.
Oh yes. They
Lay their
do-
eggs, yes.
They lay their. That's how they reproduce. Actually.
Terrified. Completely terrified.
Just like imagine like Voka and North just like the little fist bump behind their back.
Yeah. And Voka's gonna like kind of like walk around Arthur and is gonna like reach up because he's a little shorter. He's gonna reach up and like throw like a hand and like pull him down to his level and
Yeah.
says, "I have words for you, like personal words." And is Northwest anywhere in sight?
Yes, he's there.
Was it Private West that he was like?
I
flirting with?
thought that was Northwest.
Sergeant Northwest is the leader, and there was a female halfling corporal southeast,
South. I was south. Okay.
and then Private West and Private East, and Private West was the one who Arthur was.
Arthur
attracted
was
to.
kind of like
Yeah.
winking at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He motions over to West and says, "I have a question for you. A very simple one. What color are Private West's eyes?
They're kind of hazel.
Follow-up question. What were the color of the eyes of the lady you just went on a very awkward date with? And he's like, he's like looking at him, like his eyes wide, like eyeing him.
They're
because, because you see, when Voka transforms, he never changes his eyes.
It looks very confused, and I'm gonna give him an insight check. An 18. He's like, he's there. I don't know if they've seen you. Arthur has. Well, they know you've been transforming, right? Because you've been pranking. Arthur, the halflings may not, but Arthur, no. Pointing, no. You did not.
Quite.
I am so sorry. I am so. Oh my god. No, I'm so sorry.
What? Voka, what?
Oh.
Awkward date?
And he like pulls like almost like Arthur like a noogie position.
Yeah.
This man right here. You know how we had that whole thing about him, you know, wanting to win his love back and his love being like, oh no, he's just
I heard
an asshole.
I heard fucking everything, yeah.
Oh yeah, I sure hoped you did. But I gave him the benefit of the doubt. Silly
As
me.
one does.
This guy comes up to me. I'm pulling my usual pranks, and they're funny, by the way. Grabs me by the hand. You don't just grab a lady by the hand and be like, I'm ready to turn over a new leaf.
Is that?
It's what I want. What about what she wants?
Bro rebounds as well. Ew.
I was just in Voka like gives him like the saddest puppy eyes ever. Was I just a rebound to you, Arthur?
No, I just you.
Did
you have prior like consent from? I assume you look like Private West. Private West, have you consented to any of that kind of physical touch from Mr. over there?
Were you two flirting?
We were flirting a little bit, but we hadn't really. We were talking.
Did he ever
touch me?
Well, no, not in that way. Come on, whoa. We're not going there yet.
Maybe yet.
I mean, I'm gonna keep questioning.
He is kind of cute.
Really?
Did you give enthusiastic and informed consent? Clear.
We were just talking. We haven't really gone further than talking. So no, I guess. Arthur's like, lowers his head, is embarrassed.
Arthur, what the fuck, my man?
I
thought Private West was like.
I'm disgusted. I am revolted. I dedicate my whole life to this freaking bunch of nobodies, and you pull that shit.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You did. I would have told you if it was me, if you would let me get a word in.
Didn't get a word in though, Voka, didn't you? You didn't have the chance.
No, not much. No.
I was making my move, Arthur says.
You will still be able to make moves without your balls.
What?
Looks
at Voka.
We don't have to go too far, but I do want to say your hands were quite sweaty. Were you nervous?
Yes.
Truly. How do you feel about your position on this ship? Does that make you nervous?
Yes, it does. I feel like you're going to throw me overboard.
More like his position would be like naked ass up at this point.
No, you are a valuable member of this ship. Absolutely. Your work here is almost irreplaceable. Almost.
He nods.
And that's just a one point though, because you did pull your sword on us.
That's true.
I was protecting West.
From what kind of threat?
The Flumps were getting closer. I thought they were gonna hurt him.
We had things under control. Don't you trust your captain?
I do. And he looks defeated, completely defeated.
Well, they're gutting a griffin up there right now, so I'm pretty sure that you're gonna need to be cleaning that up. Also, the hall needs a bit of like we just went into a storm, so needs a bit of cleaning. And you're on bedpan duty
And
Okay.
indefinitely.
Gunnery like leans down, grabs him by the scruff of the neck, and says, "Barnacles." And
And Voka like releases him from his like stoop position, like he's in like a really hard pat in the back, and says, "Ah, shape up."
and he gets
Prove yourself, deck scrubber.
and he goes back and starts like his never-ending chores upstairs. North, the Sergeant Northwest says, "I thank you again for rescuing us from that storm. If you, I know I asked if we could travel with you to Wildmount, but
You did.
I hope this doesn't affect. I'm not usually this lax in my leadership.
I mean, this does
duties.
look bad on your leadership, but
Since we lost the general who went overboard during the storm, you know, I'm really getting into my new position.
I'm sorry for your loss.
He nods and says, "But I will abide by any decision that you make, as whether we can stay or go. We have to go."
Thank you for putting your trust in us, and I am sorry this has come to this.
I was going to back whatever decision you made, and if you threw him overboard, I'd help you throw him overboard.
Ooh. I'm not into the business of killing yet.
He nods and says, "Thank you." And he takes the other halflings, and they go into their little private area where they can talk and be alone and be safe. So the ship is beginning to travel, and we have about 30 minutes left. Should we figure out where we're going, and by what way?
Let me consult the map again.
Yeah. So let me take you.
Can we just like skip back to the map?
Let's go back to the map.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm assuming like over the next few days of travel, you meet regularly in the war room,
Yes.
and you're looking at the big map on the wall, and you've got like lines drawn out. Let me get to the battle layout.
Off topic, for like this map, we should get like a little ship icon, so we could like,
No!
we could, like
Mhm.
put it
Know
on
where we are.
line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, give me a second. I think I can do that. Oh, I didn't do the right thing. Here we go.
It's like in an animated show when they're like they have like a map and just like the red dotted
Mhm.
line.
Exactly.
I think I might believe it. RP amongst yourselves while I look up a ship.
Huh.
Yeah.
Laphus is gonna be looking at some of the Mad Libs, and she's going to just look over everybody and just goes, "Someone just wrote like ass for all of the answers." Like,
That's gotta be Arthur.
Do you think he's mad?
Probably. I mean, he's acting for love.
oh, that's the
Ew.
worst thing.
Disgusting.
What? So what did Arthur do? I haven't heard about this.
Well, have you seen him like pull his sword at us, first of all? Like the metal
Oh.
sword, not his dick, because I'm pretty sure he was also close to pulling his dick out at some point.
I sure hope he wasn't.
Okay, well I saw a sword. Yeah. But so that's because I saw that he's got like basically all the worst duties on the ship.
Yeah.
Okay, so long story short, I was pulling my usual pranks. You know how I do. Transforming into random people, pulling a haha on them, and then laughing. it's clockwork at this point. Well, I was disguised as West, and I was gonna be like, oh, there's suddenly 5 of them. You know, it's a classic, okay?
Okay.
Very by the books. Arthur comes over to me, grabs me by the hand, and says, I love you. I'm turning over a new leaf. I don't have a moment to get a word in. And he just whisks me off on a date. And I'm just standing there really awkwardly, like, what do I say? Like, I know too much.
So did he like do touch you and stuff? Did he?
He like grabbed me by the hand, like he did like the finger interlocking things, and his palms were very sweaty.
And did he also talk about his mom's spaghetti?
Oh, yes.
Kind of made the knees weak, I think.
And Orgoth will look at North and be consent, protection, communication.
Well, in that
He
case,
needs to get
protection.
the-
In that case, protection is.
I could have used gloves in that moment. That would have been protection enough.
I mean,
The P
it
could
is
be
what they say.
changed for punt and idiot of the boat, but
Well, I mean, so but protection is like to make sure that like they're safe, right? Like,
Yeah.
They don't get hurt.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Right. So, yeah, that's. I mean, like even I know that because North taught me. So maybe North needs to have that conversation with them.
We had a very invigorating conversation downstairs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean that's like dating 101.
I'm almost tempted to start a hit on his ex, but I won't.
I mean, who looks at someone like and is like, "Oh, I love you," but doesn't notice that their eyes are, and he like just motions to his eyes. They never change. They're very striking. How did
Very
I
sorry,
mean,
I'm
some
very
people
striking.
some people don't look. They have that thing where they don't like to look at people's eyes because it makes them even more nervous.
Well, I love eye contact.
Well, some people don't.
He didn't even like wipe his hands before?
No, it was like dripping. Like I guess when he let it go, I had to like do like the wiping off on the side thing.
Ew.
Yeah, it was like, and then I saw the flumps, and I took it as an out.
Oh, good looking out. I didn't spot them.
I go, and that was my first date too, like ever.
Oh no!
And that will be
been
the date that you'll remember forever. Everybody remembers their first.
Oh, I suppose it's ruined. Ugh.
We have to collectively take Voka on a date.
Yeah, everyone take me on
I'm
a
out.
date.
I'm out.
You're not my type anyway.
Good.
I do
Um,
like them.
I
breathing.
failed at the collectively then. We're gonna find like just a like friend date, but whatever. Let's just go have some fun when we hit shore. Where are we going? I mean, we're aiming for Zadash, but there's like so many ways to go.
Right. So above the table, right? There's
Yeah.
like 3 ways we could get to where we're talking about heading to, which is Port
Zadash.
Damali, right?
Or Damali. Yes.
Was that where we were headed to then?
I
and then
mean,
from
the
there, stage to
the
Zadash?
final destination is Zadash. Well, not final, but like the point that we need to reach.
Right, but the skyport we can get to on
The first skyport that is on Wild Mount
On
that
Wild
is
Mount.
would be Port Damali, I think.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
right.
And
So
where
we
is the
can-
dash in relation to that?
It's a bit northeast, but there's the serious mountains in between. So either we would have to like take the skyship and then go to Zadash over the mountains, or then we go all the way down to Nicodranas, go through to Trussenwald, Allfield, and then Zadash.
Like a
Yeah.
Right. Or I don't know what the pass
Or
if there's
like take
pass or way to get
take
over
an
the
actual
mountain.
ship like from Port Damali to Nicodranas, which would be faster than just doing the whole coast on foot. But that's still a ways away.
Right,
That
but
and
unless we're
we'll
gonna-
probably we'll also need to stop for more supplies because I mean with more mouths to feed and all that.
Yeah. I think the closest stop technically would be to go to that one place at the south of Taldori. However, are we?
Zarum.
Yeah, there is there a skyport there?
Where is it? In
They're well, canonically no.
canonically,
I
no. It is Iron Authority is a hobgoblin nation made of 5 city-states, and they're pretty much they're always prepared for war.
Oof. Okay, that's
Yeah, if we're gonna take skyports, we would go to
either
Iman.
it's Iman or it's straight to Port Damali.
The story behind the Iron Authority is that during the calamity, the god who was on their side was defeated, and he was wearing all this like giant size. He was wearing this armor, and the armor just kind of like the body disappeared, but the armor collapsed and stayed behind. And they've been using the armor pieces to basically. That's why it's called the Iron Authority. Is that they use the armor, the pieces of the armor, to create weapons and armor for their entire civilization.
Hold on, I need to just...
Yeah.
Yeah, the
So-
thing I don't know. Bill
So we
doesn't know,
take
or
the
Bill
long
certainly
way
doesn't know.
then.
Okay, that's just an outpost, and that's bad. Okay.
And just so you know, for the audience to know, the when I said the wrong direction because I in my mind last week I mixed up Marquette and Wildmount on the map. Wildmount's kind of in the northern hemisphere and Marquette's in the southern, and so I just had them switched. So I said the wrong direction. So you guys can choose what direction you flew away from Ank'Harel.
So we could technically, if we want to make like as few stops as possible, but still want to be like on a like proper charter, because going directly from Ank'Harel to Port Damali with like the mountains and all could be kind of difficult. We could try to hit up like Iman, Whitestone, and then boom, Port Damali.
Yeah, I don't know how far we can go.
Yeah.
With, like, because I kind of don't know how far each square is on this map and
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I just tried to map out 3 potential routes. One is taking
Here's the
like
scale,
Iman,
but I don't
200
know.
miles.
Whitestone.
Yeah.
Let me
Damali.
just check where the heck is Vasselheim as well. Oh my god, it's so far.
So if we're
Oh, there's
going
this guy.
the Whitestone route to Port, that would
So
be
each square is 200 miles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the blue
So the-
line is like over
The
the
fastest
water.
the fastest one would be the blue line, but technically we don't have any like replenishment.
Right. That's like all.
But we
over
just
water,
got some fresh
basically.
meat.
Yeah, but
Right.
that fresh
The
meat
water.
isn't going to be enough. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Thompson knows how to dry the meat so it'll last longer for the voyage.
But
But
there's also like no real good landfall for a lot of the blue line. That's
So
the
the
risk.
best place to go would technically be Iman if we want to resupply.
That would
Yeah, 'cause
probably
it's
be
a
the
skyport.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a skyport too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we could decide from Amon whether we take the detour up through Whitestone,
Or if
whether
we just
we-
book it
we
to
could
where
go
it's-
all the way across to Denali, a little
to
weaving.
Port Damali, yeah.
Mhm.
That would be like
We'd have to like fly over some smaller mountains if that's the case, but that shouldn't be an issue.
Right.
Well,
Or around
technically we
them.
can take like a little detour. Like we
Yeah.
can wave a little bit. I think Iman would be nice.
and I get to break out my Taldori Reborn book to read over the next week too. Yeah.
Yay.
All right, so are we going to take the skyport route? So we're going to head to Amon.
Yeah, the skyport route would be the more safer.
Yeah. Let's
Options
just
That's
first.
where we
start with
would've
the
been going,
first.
Ron.
Let's start with the first stop on the Skyport route, and then we're gonna see if we take the detour or not.
Okay.
Let's see.
So
Because I'm sure
if
in
we're-
Amon there's also like some research to be done. It's a capital city. I mean,
What's the name of the ship?
This-
That's the
Unnatural
The
disaster.
natural disaster.
Okay.
Does anyone have any does anyone know anybody in Amon that we can talk to? Looks over at North.
I mean technically I am an official member of the Cobalt Soul, so
Well, then there we go.
can stop anywhere in those.
I have created a ship token, and I am now. You should be able to. Anybody can move
it's
it.
right here.
Yeah.
I see it, but I can't move it.
Oh,
Yeah, I
no.
can't move it either.
Damn it! I
I
just said. Let me look. Let me look at it again.
So are we gonna basically do a little retcon where that's the path we would have started on? Since
Mhm.
all right, okay, cool.
So we're heading over to Iman then.
Flying over the Hespit Archipelago.
Never went to Amon.
Okay. Try it
Yeah.
now.
Yep.
Yay.
Wahoo!
So
About, it would be about
we'll
like
retcon.
How
So
many
you're
miles
kind of
a
like.
day do we travel? That's the question.
we
Yeah.
were like there-ish, right?
Yeah, I had it right there because it'd been like basically like a couple of days to the coastline and then 3
So
days.
it'd be like about-ish.
Yeah.
Like here-ish.
Yeah.
Come on. I'm gonna put it on. I want to put it on the line. Let me put it on the line.
If you hold, I can't remember what it is for PC. I think
Alt,
it's Alt.
is
Yeah,
it?
you can just
Okay.
go in between.
Thank you.
So that's where you are currently. Let me actually zoom in so that the audience can see.
Ooh, the Glenshore.
Oh, okay. So that's a good thing. Yeah. So I just looked it up, and traveling from Oncarel to the Isle of Glintshore
Mhm.
should take 2 or 3 days, depending on the weather.
So that's perfect. That's actually perfect. The storm probably slowed you down a little bit, and
Right.
that's perfect.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yes. See, we're pros.
Yay! I love this kind of like working things, like just telling a story, working all together. I
Right.
love it.
Hey, everybody! Welcome to collaborative world building on Few and Far Between.
We can do it.
As you're flying over the Glint shore, you can kind of see the ocean, the islands of the archipelago, and you can see the Glint shores is covered with shards of glass, and there are just like the sun is glinting brightly off of it.
Wow,
it's
I know where
it's
it gets its name now.
it's very much a landmark for flying, for skyships, and for seafaring vessels.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous. So I'd like you all to do who's doing the oh god, the navigating roles. It's like you're leaving it up to the chief, and then
I'm
you're
proficient with it, but if we can like
tag team.
work together to help each other, wink.
Okay. I'd like you because it's always better to let the players make the role.
Yeah.
I'll let you make
and
it.
whenever they're gonna do that, Orgoth's got his sextant out, and he's trying to learn like from North and
Oh,
Chief
and North
Gunnery
is just
how
like
this works.
sometimes like takes like the sextant or like the astrolabe, whatever, just like
Mhm.
adjusting like the position, like no, not like that.
Okay.
When Invoke is like down on the deck, like you're like shouting people to pull ropes, and he's repeating what you're saying. He's trying.
Laphus
Okay.
isn't even trying into like doing anything on their ship really. Like she'll help here and there, but she's mostly just hanging back.
She's passenger princess.
Go ahead and make a roll for me, North, at advantage.
If people are helping it, yeah, at advantage.
It's at advantage.
So
yes.
it's proficiency intelligence.
Mhm.
That's a natural 19, so that makes it a
Nice.
27.
With the help of the glint
Nice.
shore, you're able to, and using the stars, you're able to get that night a good bearing on heading to Amon. The next day, if you want to go ahead and move, how many miles a day does the skyship go? What did it, when you were looking at it? 3 days, so 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna move it to
Here.
yeah. I'm gonna say there, like the bottom corner of that next
Like
yeah
that-ish?
yeah
Okay.
yeah there.
Alt. Doink.
You've got Arthur and
I'm gonna adjust it because I don't like that the corners are not hitting.
um, Arthur and Private West have been working
It doesn't.
their asses off. Like, is completely working their asses off. During the day, you hear a yelp coming from below the ship, like under the ship, as Arthur is over, like underneath, cleaning the deck board, like cleaning the hull.
Oh my god, the barnacles got him.
Yeah, Voka does like lean over the side and he says, "Watch out! I see one coming."
No, sir, no. He like, I was half convinced they weren't real, and he like comes onto the boat. He's like rolls over. The rope is still tied around his waist, and he's like, I saw something touched me. Something touched me down there. I don't know what it was, but something touched me.
Oh, what does it feel like to be touched, Arthur?
I don't think that's the right time, North.
It's called. We're doing this because we love you. It's called character growth.
It made me lose my
Okay.
hold of the hull, and I fell, and I had to climb back up the rope.
Seriously, what was it though?
I don't know. It was something, and I didn't see what it was.
Orgoth's gonna go look over the side
make a perception
where he
roll.
was over.
Yeah.
Perception. That is a 19.
You do not see anything. Nothing's
Oh.
amiss.
I don't see anything over here.
So what were you guys
well.
talking about? Barnacles? There's no barnacles up in the sky.
Haven't you heard of the infamous
white-
sky barnacle?
The
Oh
wild
no,
sky
those
barnacle.
yeah, those don't exist.
Oh no! And he like nudges Laphus and like points down at scared Arthur. Oh, they exist.
No, they don't.
Then
Play
what touched
along,
me?
Come on.
No, something else probably touched you, but sky barnacles aren't a thing.
Play along.
I don't.
I
have
knew
to
it
play
was
along
a.
with your
I knew
silly
it was a.
games.
I knew it was a joke. You're just being. You're. He like crosses his arms and kind of pouts.
Listen,
How
You
old are you,
shouldn't-
Arthur? Pouting.
yeah, you're just a child at this point. Arthur, get up. Have some self-respect.
He stands up. I
And Lapis is gonna go over to the side, and she's going to see if she notices anything either.
make a perception check.
I put the dice in this, and I just like let it drop.
Oh, that's cool.
But because I was kind of bored. Perception. It's not any better. It's only a 14.
Yeah, you don't see anything amiss. But as you're looking over, suddenly the ship kind of goes and rises about 5 feet in the air.
That's
Gonna
definitely
look
not.
back. Who's at the wheel?
That's definitely not a pocket.
No, normally you go down in the pocket.
You know what? And she's going to take out her feather,
Mm-hmm.
and she's gonna toss it to bring out the rock.
Mm-hmm. And then
she's just gonna
suddenly,
jump
is
on it.
the rock flying? Like, is he like sitting
The
on
rock
the boat?
is It would be
Mid-flight?
mid-flying.
Mid-flight?
She like tosses it off the boat,
Okay.
and she will jump on it to go underneath.
Okay. Is anybody?
Body system, Laphus.
I got my buddy right here.
and you dive underneath the boat. You look around, make another perception check.
Oh, that's so much nicer. That's a 23.
You're looking around, and then suddenly from far below, you hear a sploosh, and you look, and there's this big, almost like enough where like a whale like kind of reaching the water, like kind of that kind of splash in the water.
Silhouette.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah,
Dang.
Oh, Ron, real quick.
Yeah.
Have we've had a long rest in between?
for sure. Yes, yes,
Okay. Thanks.
yes.
Just getting our
Yeah,
spell
I mean
slots and
it's
stuff back.
travel because not a lot happens. There's a lot of downtime, so just automatically assume like if we just go move to the next day, it's a long rest. So,
Okay.
but you just see kind of like angle down, and you don't see a silhouette under the water. It's just the big sploosh. So something was there.
Interesting. And she's going to fly above the ship, but like still off to the side. So she's off to the side of it, but above where the ship is.
Mm-hmm.
That way she can just kind of keep watch in case something tries to get underneath the ship
Yeah.
again.
Okay.
Anything happened to the hall, Laphus? Did you see anything?
Not that I saw. I
You
saw
don't-
something go.
You're just kind of looking general. Look, if you want to go back and look at the hull, you can.
Yeah, okay, I will.
Okay. Make
After North asks.
yeah, another perception roll.
Ooh, that is not good. That is an 11.
It's enough to see. You look, and there's like on 4 different places, there are kind of scratch marks on either side of the hull, on the front, and on the back, like something was holding on. It was huge. Whatever it was huge.
Pretty sure a kraken tried to grab at us.
What the fuck?
And that's where we're gonna stop for the week. Next week I'm on.
Yay.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Let's just go higher.
Let's crack it.
Can you take me higher?
And these are just like with a roll like that, you just see scratch marks, like claw, like something was holding on claw. Yeah. Great game, everyone. This is fun. I love like travel and like just like moving on to like we're getting away from the darkness that was the Netherdeep, and this is just we're doing some fun stuff. So
Yeah, let's not think about Voka's sister right now and what she's doing.
Out of sight, out of mind. Out of sight, out of mind.
Like I said, next time we see Voka's sister, she's gonna be like 48.
Uh-huh.
I'm the older sister now.
Good job,
man,
Captain.
We return. She's like 820. She's got like big buff muscles.
I don't think Zadash
She's
will.
got like 3 kids who also have 3 kids each.
She's a great grandmother. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is there anything we need to talk about before we do a wrap up?
Happy Halloween!
Yes.
Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween.
And blessed Samhain.
Well, let's go around do a wrap up.
Hey everybody, this is Bill. I've been playing Orgoth Skullcrusher, and thank you all for hanging out with us on Halloween Eve as we wind our way across Exendia. It's pretty cool. I'm really digging it. I like the fact that Bill does not really know exactly what we're doing or where we're going as much as Orgoth does. So I like having almost an equivalent amount of player knowledge. And hopefully our venturing forth into the unknown is exciting for you all as it is for us. Thanks for joining us on stream live as we're playing, for following us on the streaming distribution service of your choice, podcasts, hanging out, reading the blog on LiveJournal, however you follow the crew. We appreciate it, and thank you.
We
for
have a live journal?
being,
Hmm.
Yeah.
What?
Well, I'm gonna go start. Yeah, Orgoth. I don't. But
It's a
Orgoth
lot.
does.
Live journal's a lot of work. Okay.
Lapis
Yeah.
has Wattpad.
Wattpad, nah. Nah,
I-
she's old school. She does fanfiction.net.
Ooh.
Ooh.
No, I would think she's more sophisticated and she has an AO3.
At least the smut's better.
Have some class.
Oh God, she doesn't want to go through all the learning new things. But hi everybody, this is Jaiden. I was playing Laphus. Don't have that much to say. You can come over onto the Discord and at me on our few and far between little area where you can talk to us about the game, and I guess message me and what I should name the new Griffin pet, because I knew all of them.
Yeah.
And I had Mudge and Henry or Harry. I have Bonnie and Clive.
Rest
I
in
know.
peace, Smudge.
Yeah, I mean they're still around. They're just underground protecting an area that nobody will probably touch anymore.
Nope.
Which is good. Which is good. And I have Ashes, but now I have a new Griffin friend. So it would be nice to get a little name for him. And as for the Halloween event, and this goes for any year, always watch out for anything hidden inside your candy. Could be a deck of many things. Could be cursed dice. Just you gotta be careful.
Watch
Yeah.
those,
Just
watch
my
out for those
dice.
D4s in there.
Yeah.
I'm crunched out on those.
Hey everyone, this is Jaime. I've been playing North Legend Roguelike. You can find me on Blue Sky and Tumblr at SteelCloudVicar. And hey, Patreon. It's a thing. We got 3 tiers. If you want to have early access to the podcast episodes, or if you want to have some access to some spanky fun things that are exclusive to the Patreon. I don't know why I'm doing that voice. It's on there as well. So check it out. Be safe this Halloween. Be safe this Samhain if you're a bitchy witchy type like me. The veil is thin. Good time for divination, but do be careful. Love y'all.
Hi guys, I'm Mira, and I've been playing Voka, and I have a Blue Sky now too. So you can find me everywhere but Twitter, hopefully. But I don't really have much to say. But as you know, I've been watching a lot of Muppets lately, like a lot of the original Muppet Show. So I'm gonna leave
So
you out on
good.
a classic Fozzie Bear joke. They asked me if I took a bath, and I said, "Why is one missing?" Anyway, talk to you later.
And my
Waka
name.
waka waka.
Waka waka.
I love the Muppets. I love the Muppets
I love the
so
Muppets.
much. I
Oh my
usually
god, we
have-
got Subble in chat,
Yeah.
and I know Subble, and they absolutely freaking
Yeah,
love
here we go.
Muppets.
Like this, Muppets. My name is
That
Ron
word,
Murphy, and you can find me on Blue Sky at Ron88 Keys. Please follow us on Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, all the things at Severed Studios. Few and Far Between is a production of Severed Studios. Please check out our other shows like Severed Sons and other side quests on Twitch, YouTube, and everywhere you get your podcasts. Links are in the show notes. Actually, no, that's not Keep on Rolling anymore. It is Be Kind Between the Ley Lines for this week. So, bye everyone.
Bye.